All right. So first of all, thank you everybody for joining us. Kelly, Dan, and I are super excited to kind of throw together this little last minute webinar to answer some questions. Many of you we've chatted with about what challenge groups are, what we do as coaches, and how they've helped us and others around us succeed in some of our health and wellness goals. So first of all, if you have any questions, just by all means, just raise your hand, unmute yourself, jump on in, and interrupt, no problem at all. And if something comes up later, just message us or send us a private message on Facebook or anything like that. We're always available to answer any questions there. So the way that we're going to kind of run this is we have a slideshow presentation. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and kind of go through each slide and kind of show some videos, talk about what we do as coaches in our challenge groups, and give you guys opportunity to ask questions. And I know there is kind of some kind of burning intrigue about how do I win this $100 gift card, because I know I would be totally stoked for that as well. So we're going to talk about that as well. So if everybody is good and doesn't have any current questions, then I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And so we practiced this earlier, so hopefully it works again. And here we go. All right, can you guys see my screen there? Thumbs up if you can see it. Perfect. All right, so here we go. So why do you need a challenge group and a coach? So we're going to go through what we do again and what some of the benefits are for that. But first, to kind of give us a better understanding of what it is that you want to accomplish or why this is something that maybe interests you, is I'd love for you to maybe just throw in to the chat box maybe a goal or two that you have. So if you kind of see there's a little chat box that you can, it's like a little, I don't know, one of those circles with the little dots there that you can add in. So type in what one of your fitness goals are, something that you want to achieve with your health, and that kind of can also help us tailor some of the questions that you may have. So go ahead and write a couple of things down there if you can, and that again will give us some ideas. And we also really want to know what your biggest struggles are, because we know that the struggle is real. All right, we're busy. I mean, a lot of us on here are moms, we've got kids, we work, and fitting in time for yourself can a lot of times be really difficult. So, you know, we know that we've got ideas that we want to lose weight, we want to get healthier, we want to eat healthier, but sometimes there's obstacles that we have. So we want to know what some of those struggles are as well, and then that way we can definitely work towards beating those struggles together, because that's, you know, a lot of times if one person is having that struggle, somebody else is. And the beauty of us doing things in groups like this is, you know, sometimes you might feel a little bit alone, like why is everybody else succeeding, and you know, why is this person being able to fit in their workouts and time for meal prep, and why can't I? And then you find out, well, they're dealing with some other similar struggles that you are, and maybe have some tools, and we share in that kind of way, and so that helps a lot. So Kelly and Deanna, if you guys have things to add, just go on in and pipe in when you would like to. All right. So like we mentioned before, for you to come on and participate and listen into what we have to say, we wanted to kind of give a little prize, because we know we value your time, and we know that time is precious for all of us. So near the end of the presentation, we're just going to let you know what you need to do to enter. And so then that way you'll send us your name and your info, and then we'll be doing a draw at the end of the day to make sure that everybody has a chance to win. Okay, so who are we? Well, we are basically a group of coaches. We work together as teams. So you know that there's always going to be somebody there to help you. So we want to help you hit your goals. So everybody has different goals, and because we are a team and there's lots of us working together to help each other out, then it is a great way to basically to help each other and have different resources. So we're never ever left alone. Oh, is it not working, Kelly, the slides? So what can you see? Sorry, guys.
I just see the first slide.
Oh.
It's like going through them.
Just the first slide?
Mm-hmm.
just saying, why do I need to?
It shows your whole screen. It doesn't show just the presentation either.
I
Like
see.
when you hit present, it didn't change.
When I hit, sorry?
When you hit present, it didn't change.
Oh,
So we can do the whole thing.
I see.
Okay. But it's still on the first slide.
So right now, okay, I see. So let's see if I can. Okay, so you guys are just seeing this screen here with everything. Okay, so what if I do it? I might have to share it from here then. So you can see what are the health and fitness goals. And what are your biggest struggles? You guys, like we talked about that. We talked about gift card. All right, so now you can see who we are here, right?
Yep, very good.
Right. And can you see all of the slide?
Yeah, just on the side.
All right, perfect. Big enough, everyone can see it? Really, thumbs up if you can see it pretty good. Okay, perfect. All right, we'll work out these kinks for the next webinar, I promise. All right, so like I was mentioning who we are, basically as coaches, we're in a support group and we have tools that can help you create healthy habits so that it becomes a lifestyle. So the idea of our programs aren't a crash diet where you only eat liquids for X number of days or something like that. It's something that you can actually sustain long-term for the rest of your life and build up those habits. The meal plans are super, super simple. And in a group setting, we share ideas, we share recipes, and it helps kind of get you out of the funk. Sometimes you kind of jump on Pinterest and stuff like that and Google recipes, but which one is good? Which one's been tested? Which one actually fits in with the meal plan that you are all following? Because sometimes some things look great and are kind of healthy, but maybe they don't really fit into the plan as well. And we really work on doing our workouts together and making sure that we're keeping each other accountable. Accountability is really, really huge. So when you see other people that are alongside you sharing similar struggles, that are busy moms, I know Deanna she inspires me every day because this girl, she's got her little brand new baby girl there. And for the majority of last year, her husband was overseas in the military, and she was able to continue her workouts while being pregnant, while having a little girl, another little girl at home. And so when you see others that have similar struggles and they fit it in and it benefits their life, it really inspires you to kind of ditch the excuses, because a lot of times that's just what it is. It's an excuse. So once you accomplish something like ditching an excuse and maybe doing a workout or following your meal plan, you do feel a lot more confident because you think, okay, I can do this. So that's kind of one of the things that we do to help you. And as you can see, we do calls together, we do workouts together. Sometimes it's virtually, sometimes it's in person at events. And when you're supported by a group like that, it really invigorates you, and it really makes it a lot easier to follow through with a workout plan and a nutrition plan. All right, so what exactly is a challenge group? So basically, we will form a group. It'll sometimes be on Facebook. There's also an app. Each coach does it a little bit differently. I usually use both tools, and it's just a way for you to check in and, again, have that online accountability, have that group support. And so what happens when we actually succeed in these challenge groups is when we take part in these challenge groups is that you get to see some results. So we're going to share here this is actually Kelly's husband. Thank you for sharing your picture, Kelly and Jay. So we can see that, he started doing PiYo. Now, PiYo is a really great beginner workout. There is programs for literally everybody. PiYo is non-impact, so if you have knee injuries or if you have other types of injuries, it is something that you can kind of start slowly. But as you can see, it's still something that's going to, burn that fat, increase that metabolism. And you can see that Jay was able to kind of bring down that tummy, which is a lot of times a goal for us. And you can really see his transformation, just dedicating some time to health and wellness and following a specific program. And Miguel is another fantastic, he's actually a coach in our network, and he was really unhappy, and we're gonna actually share, it's his story. It's just a couple minutes long, and so I'm gonna put the video on for you you guys to watch. And it's just easier to kind of listen to his video and see how he started and where his journey kind of took him. And so he's very inspiring. So I'm going to go ahead and see, and make sure you let me know if this works or not and if you can hear it correctly. But we found that sharing kind of other stories as well. And we're also going to share some of ours. Sorry, the dog's barking. Right, let me know if thumbs up if you can see it. Here.
Turn it up louder.
Okay. Hear it? No, you can't hear it?
Can't hear it.
Let's see if I could change the settings here. Still can't hear it?
Nope.
So can you guys hear any of his? Okay, sorry, go downstairs. Any of his, the sound at all?
I could in the beginning, and then you turned it up, and then I couldn't hear it.
I couldn't hear anything.
No? Okay. Well, what he had just talked about, that he kind of wanted to work on his health and wellness, but hadn't really started. And all of a sudden, they were kind of at a family function, and his hands started going numb. And so they rushed him to the hospital, and he was starting to have health complications. I don't know why my dog is barking. Now, let's see here. So
Maybe
his blood pressure was through the roof. What's that?
Maybe if you hit the YouTube button, it'll just, since you're sharing your screen, it'll just play on YouTube and it'll work.
Sure, let's try it. Good idea, Kelly. Okay, can you guys see that? Any better?
I can see it, but I still can't hear it.
Yeah, I don't know why, because you could hear my YouTube.
Okay. Well, so I'll just talk about it because I know what Miguel's story is all about. Let's go back to, oops, video. So he saw, pretty much he saw an infomercial on TV and ordered the DVDs. And him and his wife started doing the workouts. And let's see if I can kind of show, I'll just kind of click and then you can kind of see throughout his journey. He actually started, building muscle, and he found it really easy because it was something that he can do at home. And he was being supported by the groups because he joined up in a challenge group with his coach, Scotty. And so, as you can see, he had some really great results. So basically, with the story that we wanted to share with Miguel was that he was feeling alone, he was feeling defeated, he was starting to have health problems, and he was struggling. And so he found this workout, and then he found the support to go with it and the nutrition to go with it. And that's kind of what we're coming to share, that it's a three-part thing. And so I'm going to share my story here a little bit. And so if you follow me on social media, you might have seen what my transformation looks like. And so if you look on kind of the right here, that's when I had just had my youngest son, Mario. That was at his baptism. And that was probably when I was at my heaviest. He was about 5 or 6 months old. And I was really struggling. I was struggling with being a new mom of 2. That totally adds like a crazy new dynamic. And I guess I kind of lost a little bit of a sense of who I was, because I was so dedicated to being a mom and to trying to kind of please the children and my husband and to make sure that everything was going on there, is I completely forgot about myself. So I wasn't eating right, I wasn't exercising, and I was also very stubborn in the sense that as an athletic therapist, I know how to work out. I was essentially at my job writing programs at my desk for people to do in front of me, yet I wasn't moving. And finding that motivation was really, really struggling. And so I was hitting a really low point, and I know I was starting to get depressed, and I was emotionally eating, and it was just a vicious cycle of kind of eating and feeling bad about myself. And it just, I would eat more, and then I would feel more bad about myself, and it just wouldn't wouldn't break. And so it wasn't until a day that I saw my cousin Carrie, who is my coach, post about a challenge group. And she'd actually invited me a few times to kind of join and maybe join in with them to do a challenge. And I was like, I don't need that. Like, I have a gym that I can go to, and I know what eating healthy is, fruits and vegetables, you know? And so we all kind of have that knowledge, but it's actually implementing it that was hard. And like I said, I was definitely hitting a really low point. And so it was and I really, really remember this day that I was getting ready to go. This baptism day was one of them, when I was getting ready to go. And I had gone shopping that week and nothing fit. Like, nothing fit in my closet, nothing fit. And finally I found a dress, and it was a 2XL. It was the biggest dress that they had at the Le Chateau store. It was the only thing that fit me. And I was crushed, because I just thought, how did I kind of let myself get to this point? And I knew that it was beyond just kind of having that extra weight on. I didn't feel good. I knew I didn't have as much energy. I was really grouchy with the kids. And so I remember stepping on the scale kind of shortly after that, and it was 199.98. And I really remember that because I sat down on the bathroom floor and bawled my eyes out. I cried and I cried, and I just felt lost, and I didn't know where to go. And so shortly after, that's when Carrie kind of posted that. And I said, you know what, I need something, because I clearly am having struggles doing it myself. So I joined up with a challenge group with Carrie, and it really, really was that thing that kind of helped me over that hump, because getting started is always the hardest part. But you know, you start for a little bit, and then it's keeping on to that plan. And everybody that was in that group was so supportive. Everybody had their own struggles. Some people were wanting to put on weight. They were wanting to get some lean muscle and just get healthy. And so even though we were all in different areas, we really supported each other. And so as you can see, kind of throughout the next year and a half, that's when I started losing weight. I ordered the challenge pack. It came with the Shakeology that we're going to talk a little bit about. And it came with the 21-Day Fix DVDs and the containers. And so it was that 3-part thing: the nutrition. It gave me a meal plan. And I know what healthy is. We all do, right? You know, not eat sugars and fats and those kinds of things. But when it broke it down to exactly what I should be eating and what portion sizes, and I just needed to kind of plunk it on my plate and know that that's where I needed to end my meal, it made it a lot easier. And so I ended up losing over 45 pounds. And the biggest change was, though, that I felt more confident, and I felt like I was regaining who I was, and I had more energy for the kids. And I definitely felt coming out of that kind of depression and out of that funk. And it was really refreshing to feel like I could actually accomplish this. And so that picture on the left, I wanted to put that in there because, you know, it's, even though you kind of still, you know, I hit some really fantastic goals. Summer happens, life happens, and I put on a few extra pounds. But all that means is that, you know what, in 4 weeks within a challenge group, I was like, okay, I need to hunker down and get right back to that meal plan, and was able to kind of get right back to where I was before. So there's always hiccups, there's always bumps. But when we're in a group setting like that, and you see the other people that are in it, there's always a group to jump into. There's always somebody else that is working right alongside you, and it makes it feel like you're not alone, like you're not in that struggle together. So all right, so I'm going to see if we can go to this next one here. This is just another story about Candice. And so her story is basically, she was in a wedding and she ordered the dress that was the largest size, and they actually had to order extra material to put it onto the dress, and she just wasn't happy in it. She started the T25 workout, loved it, felt like she had her own trainer right there. And I know that sometimes, you know, we can head out to the gym and we think like, oh, I don't think I'll get motivated at home. But trust me, if you've ever done one of our videos, I've never had anybody motivate me more than some of those trainers, Shaun T, Chris Downing, and I know like Kelly and Deanna, you guys can attest to that. Like, they're real. Like, it's almost like they can read your mind. When you're doing an exercise, they know exactly what part of your body is burning, but then they dig deep inside. They talk to you and they tell you things that I don't even know how they know that that's what we're feeling, but it must be because more people are feeling that same way, and maybe they did at some point. But they dig deep and they really help motivate you. And so we definitely find that it is something that, you know, I have a full access to a private gym every single day, and I follow the videos. I put the videos on and do them at the gym because I find I push myself a lot more. I hold myself more accountable. When you have to do a plank for a minute and the timer's still going on that screen, you don't quit until that minute is over. But if I'm trying to do it at home without, or at the gym without kind of somebody telling me, sometimes it's easier to quit down. Deanna also shared just in 3 weeks her amazing transformation when she started. So you can see in the photos here, in just 3 weeks, she lost several inches. And so 5.2 pounds and almost 5 inches in just 3 weeks. And that's just 30 minutes of workouts and following the healthy meal plan and getting that daily dense nutrition. That Shakeology has been a lifesaver for me. I know Deanna and Kelly, you guys are busy moms too. And in those mornings where you need to rush out the door, you make sure you have that shake, and there's no need to stop at Tim Hortons or Starbucks or anywhere else, because you've got your nutrition for the morning, and it gives me energy. It helps my cravings. It's awesome in those senses as well. So the other transformations we're going to talk about, again, we have Ashley in a year here, or just over a year, really went from, you know, having some extra pounds to lose to like definition. And so those are just some of the stories that are possible. She used Beachbody On Demand. The nutrition was key for her as well. And so we've talked a lot about some of the transformations. Kelly, I don't know if you wanted to talk about, for you, Deanna, I didn't give you a chance to talk if you wanted to. I know you're busy with your little one there. But Kelly, if you wanted to jump on and kind of just talk about, I know, sorry, I'm going to speak for you for a minute here, but I had the pleasure of attending the summit last year with Kelly. And I know that Kelly, I'm going to share some stuff maybe you weren't going to share, but she, you know, suffers from things like anxiety, and I know she's struggled with depression. And sorry to put your kind of skeletons out of the closet here, Kelly, but I don't know if you were willing to talk about it, but I have seen Kelly come out of her shell like nobody's business, like since when I first met her, like going on a live video. Are you kidding me? Put my face on the internet like that. And now she's just going live all the time, and it's a confidence thing. So it's coming from inside, because she just is starting to feel more amazing. So sorry, Kelly, but go ahead.
Oh, you're so sweet. So this picture I shared is my original transformation. This first picture is right after I had my son. I started doing Beachbody workouts about 5 months postpartum, and I had so much anxiety. I had postpartum depression really bad. I just cried every day, all day. There was no way that I was going to get out and go to the gym. Plus, like, it's pretty much all women on this call. I'll just be real with it. Like, I peed my pants when I worked out. So I didn't want to be, like, jumping up and down at the gym or running on the treadmill and, like, wearing a diaper. Like, you know, it's just all the things that come with that. And so I had a friend reach out to me and ask me to join their challenge group. And I did, and it made such a huge difference. And this is in like about a year's time. I think I didn't put the dates on this picture, but this was from the beginning. I started with hip hop abs. I did P90X3. I did this last transformation is right after I finished 1 round of 21 Day Fix. And I felt amazing. And then, you know, life got hard, as it sometimes does, right? Like, stuff happens. And I kind of fell away from doing challenge groups and being involved and holding myself accountable like I should have been. And I gained the weight back. And recently I've been back in a challenge group, and I've had that support and that love that I need to push myself. And like I said, like on my little quote on the side, that it's such like a mental transformation, and to have like to believe that you can do it, and to have people that hold you accountable to stick to your goals so that you get to the point where you believe you can do something that you didn't think you could do is just amazing. And this last month I'm down 10 pounds, which is huge for me because I suffer from hypothyroidism and type 1 diabetes. And I've learned to eat better. And as I'm learning to eat better and like timing when I eat, it's helped me so much realize like I was bored eating and I was stress eating all the time. And I would just find my feelings in a box of pizza because like pizza rocks. But like when you're eating like 2 boxes of pizza a day or every couple of days, it's just not healthy. And it really started to affect my overall health, my diabetes, and just my mood. And so being in a challenge group and having those friends that were there to kind of support me and be like, we're all doing this together and we can do this, has made such a big difference. And I'm so glad to be back. And yeah, like I said, I'm already down 10 pounds this month. And in the last 2 weeks, I'm down 4.5 inches. I gained 1/2 inch of muscle on each arm and 1 inch of muscle on each leg. And so I'm pretty excited, and I absolutely wholeheartedly believe in like having a challenge group and just a group of people to like get at your goals with you, because it helps so much.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, Kelly. I'm going to try to share again, but basically, like Kelly said, you know, the challenge group is basically a tool to help you make sure that you have the support that you need. And the process is easy. So what is a challenge pack? So we talk a little bit about what the challenge groups are, but the challenge pack itself, like I mentioned before, it's that 3 parts. It has the fitness component, right? So it gives you unlimited amounts of workouts, really. And then it also gives you that nutrition. So it gives you a month's supply of the Shakeology, and then of course the support. So I'm going to try to see, because we've got a really fantastic video here that we'd love for you to watch. So I'm going to see if I can present from the beginning and see if that helps with the sound. We'll see if we can get the sound to work. We're fighting some technical difficulties. All right.
Go to the top and hit
from the beginning.
Hit view on the top left corner. Hit view and then hit present and see if that works.
Okay.
That's how I did it on my screen when I was making it. Like go up to the top.
Hear this, right?
No, at the very top, go under view, like where it says file, edit, view.
Oops. All right.
Up here, keep going, top, top, top. Yep, down there where it says view on the top bar under the.
And I have to, sorry, everybody.
Right. Where it says challenge group sneak peek webinar slides. Go
yeah,
under view, that's right there.
For some reason, I can't see that.
Oh. Can I share? Would it work if I shared mine? Because mine works.
Yeah, you could. View full screen like that, or present.
Yeah, present.
Right. I think it might be in the same.
Maybe.
Okay, let's try this here. We'll try it one more time, guys. Oh.
Just the video explains it so good.
It does, yeah. Unless I can put something to do with the sound. If it's my my own video or video settings or audio settings. Does it show?
I don't know. It's when I hit view present on mine, it presents the whole screen.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Okay.
Will it only let you share the screen?
No, you should be able to.
How do I do it?
Oh, maybe
so I could try it. Oh wait, no, it says right here, share screen. Let me see. Oh, I can't see me or see if it's working.
I'll stop my share. And you go ahead, Kelly, and we'll see if you can make it work. Thank you for being patient, everyone. We're working out these kinks. So Kelly, if you can share your screen, because we were able to hear you music.
I've completely lost where I'm at.
Oh.
What the heck is going on here? Oh my gosh.
Select a speaker, same as STEM, would that be? Can you guys still hear me? Yeah, okay. I changed the way that my audio was playing, so let's see if that makes a
Try
difference.
that. I can't find one.
Okay, tell me if this works for the, can you hear that one?
Can you even see me anymore? I've
I can
lost.
see you.
I clicked on something funny.
I can still see you, Kelly.
Can you hear it? Hear it?
I can't hear it.
No way. Sorry, guys. Okay, well, I'm just going to explain.
Everybody have to be on mute?
What's that? Okay, I'm just going to explain it. But you guys can see it, though? So can I'll kind of explain it as it's playing. So basically, let's go through the, once I'll pause it when it kind of gets. So the Beachbody On Demand part here that she's focusing on there, it goes through exactly what you get with a challenge pack. So do you guys still just see my little screen? Is that what the issue is too? I wonder if that's what it is, but I don't know. You guys are awesome for being so patient with us. Okay, the window is closed. So
I can't even see myself to mute myself anymore. I've lost all.
we'll figure this out for the next one for sure. Okay, you guys can see that though, what the challenge pack is there. You guys can see.
No.
No, you can't see it? Oh.
No, you're not sharing your screen
Oh,
anymore.
whoops. All right. All right, here. Okay, you guys can see that. So I'll just talk about it.
It's going to be legit. It's awesome.
You can see it. All right. So on this little iPad here, you can see that there's tons of different programs. And so there's everything from, I mean, my mom started doing a UV2, which is just a dancing workout, very low key. She can barely move sometimes because of her kind of pain in her knees and things like that. But she was able to definitely start using that program and move for 30 minutes a day and start kind of opening up her joints and getting her body moving. There's everything right to Body Beast, which is going to convert you into literally a beast. It's strength-based. It's everything that you need to kind of work your full body to increase muscle mass, to the things kind of in between. High cardio, core, there's a 3-week yoga retreat, which is amazing, where it takes you from kind of the start of yoga if you've never really been involved, and it kind of progresses it for 3 weeks. So literally there's a video for everybody, and it's great for families because if the husband has kind of some goals and the wife has other goals, or else there's also kids workouts, which are a lot of fun that you can do together, double time, you can do it as a family. So the possibilities really are endless with the types of workouts. So that fitness component is there. Super easy. You can do it on your smartphone. You can do it on the tablet. You can do it on a laptop, smart TV, easy access. Now, the other part is the nutrition. So the Shakeology. So if you've heard us talk about it or post about it, it really is what they call a superfood. And when I first ordered my challenge pack, I left my Shakeology on the counter for the first probably 2 months of it. And I want to be honest, I was probably kind of half doing kind of all of the programs. But it wasn't until I actually committed to the full workout, meal plan, and drinking that Shakeology daily is when my results started to happen, because it was giving me more energy. I totally noticed that it was cutting kind of those afternoon cravings where I wanted to just like snack on anything I saw. It gave me those boosts of energy. I didn't really need to have those coffees all the time. It has phytonutrients, it has adaptogens, it has probiotics, prebiotics. It helps you regular. I know that may be TMI, but I know Kelly has talked about it before. And if that's something that you kind of struggle with sometimes of being regular, it definitely helps with that and puts you on a really good schedule. So that's fantastic. And then the ingredients are definitely top quality. And that's something that I really noticed from like the one that I used to buy at Costco versus the Shakeology that I drink now. Like I've been drinking it for over 2.5 years, and like something that's really annoying is that my nails grow a lot faster. So I have to get them done quicker. My hair grows a lot faster. And so I definitely see the full benefits. My kids love it. If I ever have a shake, Mario literally like won't stop until I share it with him. And so they're delicious. And it's definitely was a game changer for me. The fantastic thing about these challenge packs is if you give it a try and you taste the Shakeology and maybe it doesn't agree with you, or you don't like it, or it's not giving you all of these benefits, then they do have that 30-day guarantee. You can send back the bag completely empty and you'll get your money back. And so that's fantastic about that. There's tons of flavors: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, tropical, strawberry, the vegan flavors. There's vegan vanilla, vegan cafe latte, vegan chocolate. So really there is something for everyone. The cafe latte I just ordered, so I'm really excited to get that one. But the last part is the nutrition. I know I was struggling to lose weight because I actually wasn't really eating enough. I wasn't eating the right things, but I also wasn't really eating enough. I was kind of starving myself. I wouldn't eat all morning, then I'd eat something, and then I'd be so hungry that I'd eat the wrong things. So the portion containers, you can see those little color-coded containers. They basically stand for different types of nutrients. You've got vegetables, fruit, carbohydrates, proteins, healthy fats, as well as seeds and dressings. And it outlines exactly what you should be eating in a day. And that's making sure that you're getting all your nutrients, you're getting all your vitamins in the proper balance. Now, if you guys have any questions about that, make sure you let me know. So what do you get with that challenge pack? Well, you get all of that package like I was showing you there, and then you get us as coaches. Because there are so many programs, we're going to be there to help you figure out what it is that you need. Now, the video's not working, but here Carl and, so Carl Deichler, he's the CEO of the company, and Isabel Deichler is actually his wife, and she's a nutritionist, and she's one of the co-creators of the Shakeology. And they also created something called a 3-day refresh. So I'm just going to show you my results here. Basically, this is a 3-day cleanse. Now, it's a detox, it's a cleanse, and as you can see, in just 3 days, I did lose 4.4 pounds and several inches that you can kind of see in the 2 pictures. Now, 3 days, that's kind of like, what? Well, really, it was just a lot of detox and bloat. It's very clean. You still get to eat, but it's very high fiber, so vegetables and fruit, and vegan. Basically, you go vegan for 3 days, so no animal proteins. But then you have those vegetables, and then they give you a fiber sweet to really help clean out your system, and some extra protein drinks, and that's going to help kind of kickstart. I find that after something like the holidays, going on a holiday, the summer, it's a really great thing to really kind of kickstart if you're going to start a program, because it kind of starts you out of the gate with success. All right. We're going to talk about the gift card here. Kelly, Deanna, did you have anything else to add? Basically, what we were going to do is there's going to be, so in the group, so I think Christine is the only one that maybe hasn't seen the link in the group, but in the group, I'm going to post a link to a little Google form, and you're just going to, that's where you can kind of fill your name, answer the couple questions just to make sure we know who you are and which coach sent you. And then from there, we're going to put your name in a draw. And so if not many people jump on by the end of the day, because we're going to give people until the evening, you guys have a pretty good chance here, because coach to participant ratio is kind of small here. So looking like what, like 1 in 3, 1 in 4 chance, 1 in 4 or 5 chance. So now the other bonus that we're going to do is if you do decide that, you know what, I want to give this a try, there's no risk, I can send it all back if it's not for me, then if you do decide that you'd like to do that and you order the challenge pack by the end of the month, so we're going to say 9 p.m. the 31st, then each individual coach is going to do a draw for a $25 gift card. So if 3 of you order, then that's a 1 in 3 chance. If 2 of you order, that's 50-50. And if you're the only one, well, guess what? You get a $25 gift card. So that's just a little incentive. And why are we doing this? Because you know what? Sometimes you need somebody else to believe in you. if you don't believe in yourself. I needed that because I needed Carrie to keep asking me about these challenges because I was like, no. And deep down, I knew it was because I think I was afraid of failing. I had a fear of like, well, what if I start this and it doesn't work? What if I start this and I don't get the results? And then I just feel like I've wasted. Well, you know what? That fear is what's holding me back. And it does work. If you follow it, there isn't anybody that has followed it that I've encountered and hasn't had results. I wanted to share just another kind of little question when we talk about like what is it that you get? You get so much more than just, oh, I'm going to lose a few pounds. As a coach, I received messages. Crystal sent me a message saying, I just went pant shopping and I was a 14. I went there, thought, okay, maybe the 12, but no, still falling off me. And I ended up buying a size 10. She went from a 14 to a 10 in one challenge group. I was beside myself. Charlotte, I see that she jumped on here, so I'm going to call her out too. And Charlotte's been doing the 80-Day Obsessed program with us. And I was chatting with her yesterday and I saw her. And she's lost 10 inches in 2 weeks, like 10 inches from her body, like fantastic. And what is she doing? She's making the time to do her videos in the morning. She's grabbing the meal plan, making her meals according and eating them the way that the program is designed to. And she's checking in with the group so that she stays motivated to do it. She even said herself that she was just so proud that she finished the first 2 weeks because she didn't even think that that was something she could do. And I know before I used to look at Carrie posting her workout sweaty selfies and I'd roll my eyes and be like, oh, there she is again. And I don't know how she does it. That's something I could never do until I started doing it. And I'm like, oh, I guess I can do it. And it is doable. So I think I've talked along enough. Yes.
I just wanted to pipe back
Yes,
challenge
please.
who got back to me after she did 2 or 3 rounds of T25. And she used to have to use Voltaren every day on her shoulder because it bothered her so much. And she says now she doesn't even use it. She went on a trip to Mexico and she actually didn't hate the way that her body looked. And she's actually so happy that she joined up, especially because her shoulder doesn't bother her like it used to.
Fantastic. Well, and it goes beyond kind of just like Deanna said, like the physical, right? Yeah, her shoulder, but she felt good kind of putting on her bathing suit. And the other one more example that I wanted to talk about is a colleague of mine that's been doing the programs with me. And she has endometriosis. And it's something that during her cycle, she ends up getting extreme pain, puts her bedridden. She's got to live on Advil. And this month, for the first time, she wasn't taking her pain meds. And even her husband said, like, you're not taking any of your pain meds this month? Like, are you okay? What's going on? You don't feel pain anymore? And she just said it's really helped. And it's from the inside as well. Like her stress level, she's a department head, and her stress levels have come down a whole bunch because she just feels like she has coping mechanisms. So please, if you guys have any questions, please let me know.
Wait, did you say the code word?
Oh, I didn't. Okay. So the last part is really important for you is that the code word is pineapples. Okay. Now, if you ever do the 80-Day Obsessed program, you will definitely understand what we mean, why we chose the word pineapples. But in the questionnaire, you just have to put what the code word is of pineapples to be eligible to enter to win the $100 gift card. So I'm going to look at the chat here, see if I've missed any of the questions or what some of the struggles is. So we talked about time being a struggle, and it's definitely something that you have to make time for. And so we find is that scheduling it in, like an appointment, right? Like you set your alarm that, okay, at 9 a.m. I was going to go on to this webinar. So you made time, you set it up. If you have a dentist appointment, you're like, okay, I got to book the time off work. Well, you don't need to book time off work, but if you schedule it in, like from 9 to 9:30, I'm doing this workout, you'll find that it is something that's doable. Just like, you want to spend time watching Netflix or doing other things like that. So I'm just going to pass it over to Deanna, if you just wanted to quickly talk about no time, because I know you have a very, very busy schedule. Just 5 minutes, you just have to take this phone call.
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in about having lack of time, because my husband is in the military and he spent 6 months overseas in Poland last year. I have a 4.5-year-old and I was pregnant at the time as well. And the only time that I have, because I work 10-hour days, I do the pickups and the drop-offs at daycare all by myself, then I come home and cook dinner. So I'm up at 5 in the morning to make sure that I get my workouts in, because if I don't do it from 5 to 5:30, it isn't getting done. Because I get ready for work, I'm out of the house by about 5:30, and then I'm not back home until after 6 at night. Then I've got to make dinner, do dishes, do the housework. By the time I sit down at night at 7:30, and then I got to put my kid in bed. And by the time she goes to bed, if I'm not going to bed with her, I'm not getting up in the morning to do my workout. So if I don't do it from 5 to 5:30, and I have an alarm in my phone that is called just workout, and it's set for 5 in the morning so I can get up and work out. So the fact that people tell me, well, I don't have time, I have kids at home, well, I have a job, and I'm like, are you working 10-hour days, 5 days a week? Do you got help at home that can watch the kids? If you have a husband who's there who can help you with the kids, you have a leg up on me, and I'm still making it work. So you just got to find a time and commit to it. And if it's at 5 in the morning, set that alarm. It sucks getting up that early, but at least you're getting it done.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that, Deanna. Sorry I had to slip over, but it's true. If she can do it, you can do it. Yes, Kelly?
Oh, so about the kids thing, I have found I have a 3-year-old and I work all week too, and come home and he just wants to climb all over me. So I know if I don't get my workout done in the morning, I'm doing it with him in the afternoon. But sometimes kids are really great weights. And I've noticed that my 3-year-old not only loves Shakeology, like he will eat like an entire shake by himself because he's like pushing us out of the way to get to the blender, but he loves to do the workouts too. Like he loves Double Time is the kid workout, that partner workout they just came out with. He loves that one. He does 80-day obsession with me. He gets a little resistance bands and puts it on his hips and stuff. So sometimes it's a great thing to have your kids actually do it with you. But I mean, it's always better to have that hour to yourself just to have some time to like zen. But if nothing else, your kids can like do it with you, or run around you while you do it.
Yeah, Gabby will do the workouts with me on Saturday and Sunday. I have little 2-pound weights for her, and she actually will grab them and come work out with me.
It's teaching your family about health as well, right? So, but we're getting near to that hour point, so we wanted to wrap it up. We really appreciate you guys coming and listening. Sorry for those technical difficulties. We'll definitely, and if you want to see those videos, we can actually, maybe what I'll do is I'll post those videos, all those videos in the page so that you can watch them, because that's a really good way to explain it. So we're going to do that. I'll post those videos that we were going to show. And if you guys have more questions, please ask us, message us, and I'll be posting the link for the form as well on the page. So anybody else have any other questions? We're good. All right. Thanks for joining.